Ladies and gentlemen, there's something I want to talk about today that we all struggle with, no matter where we are in life or what we're trying to achieve, and that is focus. In a world that's constantly pulling us in a million different directions, where distractions are everywhere, where we're told that multitasking is the key to success, how often do we stop and ask ourselves, am I truly focused on what matters most? Focus. It's a word we throw around, but how often do we truly embody it? How often do we sit down with clear intention and say, this is where my energy is going, and nothing is going to pull me away from it? Because here's the thing, whatever you focus on, that's what grows, whether it's in your career, your relationships, your health, your dreams, whatever you give your time, attention, and energy to is what will flourish. But the opposite is also true when we're scattered, when we're distracted, when we're trying to be everything for everyone, nothing thrives. We're spread too thin. Think about your life for a moment. Think about all the things that demand your attention on a daily basis, your job, your family, your friends, social media, the news, that never-ending to-do list. It's no wonder we often feel like we're running in circles, trying to catch up, trying to get ahead, trying to do it all. But the reality is we can't do it all. We can't be everywhere at once. And we can't achieve our goals if we're constantly allowing ourselves to be pulled away from them. Now, I know this is easier said than done. We all live busy lives, and we all have responsibilities that need our attention. But here's what I want you to understand today. Focus is a choice. It's something you can control. It's something you can practice. And it's something that, when mastered, can transform every area of your life. The truth is, in order to create the life you want, in order to achieve the dreams you've been holding in your heart, you must focus. You must learn to say no to the things that are not aligned with your purpose. You must learn to tune out the noise, the distractions, the opinions of others, and stay locked in on what you're here to do. Because if you're not focused, you're not giving your best. And if you're not giving your best, you're not going to get the results you desire. There's a power in focus that is often underestimated. When you focus, you give yourself permission to go deeper. You give yourself the space to truly engage with what you're doing, all of your gifts, all of your energy, all of your creativity to the table. And that's where the magic happens. That's where breakthroughs happen. That's where you start to see the results of all your hard work and dedication. But focus requires discipline. It requires making tough choices. It requires letting go of the idea that you can do everything, and instead committing to doing the things that matter most. It means prioritizing your time and your energy and being intentional about where you place your attention. Because here's the thing, if you don't decide what you're going to focus on, life will decide for you. The world will pull you in every direction, but the one that leads to your purpose. So, how do we cultivate focus in a world full of distractions? How do we stay committed to our goals when it feels like there are 1,000 other things pulling at us? The first step is to get clear on what matters most to you. What is it that you're working toward? What is the dream, the vision, the goal that you want to bring to life? Because if you don't know where you're going, it's easy to get lost along the way. You have to have a clear sense of your purpose. You have to know what you're aiming for. Otherwise, you'll spend your days spinning your wheels, feeling busy but not productive. Once you're clear on what you want, you have to make a commitment to focus on it. That means saying no to the things that don't serve your purpose. It means setting boundaries around your time and your energy. It means being intentional about what you allow into your life, whether it's the people you surround yourself with, the things you consume, or the activities you engage in. One of the biggest challenges to focus is distraction. We live in a world that is designed to distract us. Every notification on your phone, every advertisement, every piece of news is competing for your attention. And if you're not careful, you'll find yourself being pulled in 1,000 different directions, never fully committing to any one thing. But here's the secret. You don't have to respond to every distraction. You don't have to be available for everything. You don't have to say yes to every opportunity or every invitation that comes your way. When you commit to focus, you also commit to being selective about where you place your attention. You start to recognize that not everything deserves your time and energy, and that's okay. In fact, that's necessary if you want to achieve your goals. Focus requires you to prioritize. It requires you to say, this is what matters most to me, and this is where I'm going to direct my energy. And here's something else I want you to think about. Focus isn't just about what you're doing. It's also about how you're being. It's about showing up fully with presence and intention in every moment. When you're focused, you're not just going through the motions. You're fully engaged. You're bringing your whole self to the task at hand, whether that's a project at work, a conversation with a loved one, or time spent on your personal growth. Focus is about being in the moment, fully present and fully committed. One of the things I've learned over the years is that the quality of your focus determines the quality of your results. When you're scattered, when you're distracted, when your energy is all over the place, your results will reflect that. But when you focus, when you really hone in on what matters, you start to see the fruits of your labor. You start to see things come together in ways you never thought possible. But focus also requires patience. It's not about immediate gratification. It's about staying committed to the process, even when it feels like progress is slow. It's about trusting that the work you're doing today will pay off in the long run, even if you can't see the results right away. Focus is about persistence. It's about showing up day after day, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, even when the distractions are tempting you to give up or take an easier route. And I want to remind you of this. Focus doesn't mean perfection. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to do everything perfectly. Focus is about progress, not perfection. It's about staying committed to your goals, even when the road gets tough, even when the obstacles seem insurmountable. It's about staying the course, even when the distractions are calling your name. I want you to think about what's possible when you focus. Think about what you could achieve if you directed all of your energy, all of your attention, all of your passion toward the things that truly matter to you. What would your life look like if you removed the distractions, if you let go of the things that are pulling you away from your purpose, and instead channeled your focus into your goals? The possibilities are endless. But focus requires intention. It requires making a decision that you're not going to be swayed by the noise of the world. It requires a commitment to yourself and to your vision. And it requires action, consistent, deliberate action. Because focus without action is just wishful thinking. It's not enough to have a clear vision of where you want to go. You have to be willing to do the work to get there. You have to show up every day with intention, with discipline, and with a laser-like focus on your goals. And here's the thing, the more you practice focus, the stronger it becomes. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the more natural it becomes. The more you practice saying no to distractions, the easier it gets. The more you commit to staying present and engaged in the moment, the more you'll find yourself able to tune out the noise and hone in on what matters most. But you have to be willing to make focus a priority. You have to be willing to take an honest look at your life and ask yourself, where I'm wasting time? Where am I allowing distractions to take me off course? Where can I be more intentional about how I'm spending my energy? Because once you get clear on those answers, you can start making the changes that will allow you to focus more fully on what matters most to you. So I challenge you today to make focus a priority in your life. I challenge you to take control of where you place your attention. I challenge you to commit to your goals with everything you've got and to let go of the distractions that are holding you back. Because when you focus, you unlock a power within you that is unstoppable. You create momentum. You create clarity. You create results. And it's not just about achieving your goals, it's about living a life that is aligned with your purpose. It's about waking up every day with a sense of direction, a sense of purpose, and a sense of fulfillment. Focus is not just about what you do, it's about who you become in the process. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, the version of